We're just giving some minutes. Everybody's joining right now, so. Perfect. Okay, I think we can start the conversation, and just to optimize the time, I know that it's evening and probably once you want to be with your families as well, but thank you very much for joining us today in this 2020 annual general meeting of CCA Alberta. We are recording this meeting just to take minutes, and I'm going to start taking some notes, and I would like to ask the directors of the CCA if you have noticed something important that we comment, just take a note and we can review it later, but it's going to be recorded just for the minutes that we are going to prepare. And well, welcome. My name is Miguel Cortines, and I'm president of the Canadian Council for the Americas and the executive director. And today, according to our bylaws, we are celebrating our annual general meeting as we always do in the month of December. So I would like to start, well, I'm going to start probably, why don't we start with some brief introductions, and everybody that is here with us, just briefly introduce yourself, and we can start with that. And after, I'm going to share with you a presentation that I prepared. We can start with Carl, if you like, Carl. If not, I'm just going to see it as I see it in my screen, okay? Roger, you want to introduce yourself briefly?
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks, Miguel. Good evening, everyone. My name is Roger Mercado. I'm a sales representative with Endurance Technologies. I cover the Latin America territory. So great pleasure to be with you this night here, and looking forward to meeting you virtually, right?
Thank you, Roger. Franklin?
Okay, thank you, Miguel. My name is Franklin Asprilla. I have been in CCA, I think it's starting the second year. Very happy to be here, trying to help as much as possible. Very enthusiastic, hoping 2021 is going to be a better year for us, because I think no one has been immune to the COVID situation. So as you can see right now, the Miguel presentation, it has been a hard year for us as well, but CCA has been doing the best of the best, and we have been supporting this job as much as possible. So the expectation is to continue doing so the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Franklin. Barry?
Well, enjoy my Northern Lights, because I can't figure out how to get the green screen working properly here. Anyway, it's Barry Blacklock. I'm a consultant. Been involved in Latin America for many years, since about 1992, and with a focus on Venezuela. Although right now I'm working on potential projects in Ecuador and Colombia as a precursor to going to Venezuela when the government changes. Anyway, I'm also involved in a number of heavy oil recovery technologies, and right now that's my focus. So I'll let it go.
Thank you, Barry. Mauricio?
Hello, everyone. My name is Mauricio Diaz. I'm from Colombia, and I have lived in Calgary for about 8 years. And I'm an engineer, chemical engineer. I have worked in oil and gas mostly, and I'm currently looking for opportunities to help Canadian companies to move to the Latin American market. And this is my first meeting with CCA. Actually, I just joined the organization last month, and happy to be here.
Excellent, Mauricio. Thank you very much. Enrique, please. Go ahead, Enrique.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Enrique. I'm Mexican. I've been promoting clean technologies in Latin America, mostly Mexico. Looking forward to next year. Thank you.
Excellent. Carlos Solórzano.
Hello, everyone. Carlos Solórzano, member of CCA for many years, pretty much since I moved to Canada from Mexico in around 2002. Always a pleasure to work with CCA and help in any way possible companies or ventures happening in Latin America. Yeah, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Carlos. Michael.
Hey everyone, Michael Burak. De vez en cuando hablo español, así que yo les entiendo todo. I'm part of a language services company, Languages in Motion. We do translation services in over 200 languages, including Spanish, and which is what attracted me to CCA. I'm passionate about international business, and I just love to see what's going on. And so being part of CCA has allowed me to learn a little bit more about what's happening in a place that I hold dear, which is Latin America. And so I guess they're places really, but yeah, I've gravitated towards more of a technical role at CCA, helping with the website and things like that, helping conferences run smoothly. So I've enjoyed myself here, and I'm really happy to be part of CCA.
Excellent, thank you, Michael. Carlo.
Hi, Carlo Dade, Canada West Foundation, also a former board member of CCAA and still a current member.
Excellent, thank you, Carlo. Pat Dwyer.
Hi, Pat Dwyer from Flowtech. I'll just start my video here too.
And I am with.
This is my roommate. Yeah, I was with Flowtech in Calgary. We have our lab services here for well remediation and production enhancement. So.
And I am Nelly. Now that I'm there, I didn't start my computer. I am with IFP Canada, part of the CCA too.
Excellent. Welcome both. Marisabel.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marisabel Pereira. I work for Summit Nanotech, a startup company in the lithium extraction sector, preparing lithium, processing lithium for battery grade. Former member of CCA board. I've been absent last few months for so many compromises, but I hold dear participating in CCA conferences, programs, and I look forward for the new year and these online tools to make it easier and keep doing businesses for Latin America. Our main clients are in South America as well.
Excellent, thank you. And Karen Posado, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay? I'm actually calling in from my phone. I'm just driving. Well, my husband's driving, actually. I am really happy to be participating in this year's AGM. I've been involved with the CCA off and on for over 20 years. And it's a terrific organization that really, really does help foster linkages, business ties between Alberta and Latin America. I am currently consulting with a company called Rainmaker Global Business Development and helping Alberta, well, Canadian businesses expand into global markets. And my particular focus is, guess where? Latin America. Happy to be here. Thanks, everyone.
Excellent, thank you, everybody. And we have Pat here. That it's a surprise that we had for the end of the presentations. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with the report that we prepared for this presentation. Just please confirm with me that you can see my screen, right? Excellent, thank you very much. Well, we have this presentation today, and basically we are going to start with the agenda. We are going to review basically the activities that we had in 2019, 2020. And we're going to take a look in the financials as well. And I'd like after to present the board of directors that is running the organization. And we have one nomination for tonight as well. And by then, basically, I'd like to discuss, well, to present to you the programs that we are planning for next year. And also just to have a conversation about what could be the expectation for members about what would you like to see in the organization, what kind of opportunities. And at the end, we have a special presentation for you as well. So just to follow as we traditionally do, it's going to be a little bit different this year, but probably from some of you that were last year in the annual general meeting in December 5th, we had our, let me see if this works, hopefully it works. Yeah, it's just the approval of the minutes of the last meeting in December 5th, 2019. I think most of you were there, or some of you were there. Just let me show you here. Okay, this is the minute basically of last year. It was at Cca Space Key Network, and we have the agenda. We prepared basically the minutes with all the different items. So it was very straightforward. I present my report, we present the financials, we approve the board of directors for this 2020 year. And yeah, so I don't know exactly how we're going to do it, but I would like to ask for a motion basically to approve the minutes of the last year as they are. I don't know if somebody want to move the motion.
I'll move. It's Karen.
Thank you, Karen. Somebody to second?
I'll carry or second.
It's Carl, right? So perfect. Just Karen. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Let me come back to the presentation. Okay, the second item in the agenda is my annual report, and we're going to take a look in the financials as well. Let me move forward a little bit here. Just optimize time. So last year, this was the summary of the different events that we organized. It was a total of 12 events that we had. So I'm going to show you very briefly. Let me show you. Basically, can you see the screen or no? I don't think you can. Marisabel, can you see my screen, the website of the CCA?
Not the website, only the slide with the past events, please.
Okay, let me see.
You have to stop sharing that screen and stop sharing a different window. Yeah.
Okay, let me. I think this is the one. Just a second. Yeah, we start basically last year with this event that we organized with Marcio Felix. That it was a presentation on Brazil. Very successful event, very good information. It was a presential event, right? It was a physical event with people. We also hosted last year a very successful. It's the first time that we organized a workshop. It was done in partnership with Reliability and Risk Management, R2M. And we present a presentation about reliability and risk management, and it was very successful. It was a full day program, and we want to continue to do this kind of events. We were planning to do something like this, but obviously the pandemic came, but I think we are planning in the future to start doing more activities like this. Just a reminder, so about the different activities. We presented a Latin America outlook. We hosted here Dr. Remy Piet, that he presented a very, very important outlook of in the Americas. And this event was sponsored by Golin. It was in the offices of Golin, the lawyers, Golin WLG. And it was a very, very well attended and very good information for an outlook. Nobody expected at that time the pandemic and everything, but after that, we hosted the ¿Qué pasa in Mexico event. It was our last event that we hosted in person. It was here at the CS Space Key Network building. Very, very successful event. SMPS Legal was the sponsor of this activity. We have different speakers, as you can see. And it was a presentation from different perspectives about what is Mexico about. And this was the first one that we organized regarding the ¿Qué pasa in Latin America series. So, as I mentioned, this was a presential event with, and after that, in April, we organized the ¿Qué pasa in Colombia. We moved immediately to a virtual format. So we hosted this event with the support of the Colombian Canadian Chamber. We have very great speakers, as you can see. And yeah, we present as well different perspective about what is Colombia about, not just in the energy sector, but we will start to touching in different sectors as well. We have Grantira Energy, SMPS as well was part of this. And also we are very, very thankful to SMPS that was supported and sponsor of all the ¿Qué pasa series, basically. After that, on this ¿Qué pasa as well, we hosted ¿Qué pasa in Argentina. And we did in partnership as well with the Cámara de Comercio Argentina Canadiense. And as well, we have a very, very high level speakers, conversation about agriculture, energy, and different topics about economy and opportunities. Obviously, a lot of uncertainty at that time because the pandemic was basically on that time. But yeah, good to be in contact with the Argentinian markets. And we did the same with Brazil. We have great program in partnership with the Brazilian National Petroleum Association. And we have companies like Albopetro, Maha Energy, Eneva, Apex Brazil. And as well, very, very interesting conversation. We have the recordings of all these conversations, basically. And as well, as I mentioned, SMPS was a sponsor of all these activities. After we hosted the Breakfast of the Americas, that is our main event. This time it was also in a virtual format, the first time that we organized this event in a virtual format. We hosted on June 9, 2020. It was not Global Petroleum Show, Global Energy Show. So basically, we hosted this event. We have as a guest speaker, Dr. Cca Ab Agm, Undersecretary for North America for the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Mexico. And it was a great addition to the program for sure. And we have a great conversation with great panel, great speakers, Matt Roney with the George Bush Institute. We have Carlo Dates with the Canada West Foundation. We have Pierre Larry with the ATCO Latin America. Leonardo Beltran as well with the, he's involved in different organizations and a consultant. John Padilla with IPD Latin America. Mike Holden with the Business Council for Alberta. And a great moderation by our board of directors, Damaris Zampini and Karen Fosado that were here. An excellent, very high level program for the Breakfast of the Americas 2020. And yeah, most recently, we have a networking conversations with our members just to try to understand more about what are the needs. And just recently we hosted a presentation with Dr. Jorge Guzman. He is the former consul of Colombia here in Calgary. He provided a perspective of the post-pandemic scenario, and yeah, as well, an interesting conversation, of course. And just recently, we hosted the Alberta, Canada Land of Opportunities. This is something that is the first time as well that we organize an event that is more focused in Alberta. We are trying basically to, well, given the situation that we are living, trying to help a little bit, right, to promote more Alberta, what are the kind of opportunities that there are in the province. And I think we have a great panel of speakers from Calgary Economic Development, Mary Moran, from the Edmonton Global. It was Malcolm Bruce. It was the vice president. He was not attending, but we have David Ronick with Alberta government, Adam Leake, that he was the moderator in one of the sessions with the Business Council for Alberta. And yeah, with this topic of diversification, we try to engage as well institutions like the Alberta Machine Learning Institute. We have the Alberta Enterprise Group with John Liston. And we have a great discussion from the consulting perspective with Carlos Solórzano, Clark Rui, and Damaris Zampini as well, that they participated. So it's first time. I think it was a good exercise. And hopefully we can do more of these activities to promote investment here in the province. So, okay, I'm going to stop sharing there. I don't know if you have any questions in this regard, so I should continue with the financials. Okay. I'm going to continue here, the another part of the presentation. This is the summary of the activities that I think we had a very, very active. You have any questions? Okay, I'm going here.
Yeah, anyone else?
Okay, let me come back here. Let me show you this video because I think it's important. Let me just, this was the last. Hello, my good friends of CCA. Let me see. Can you see my screen again, please?
No.
Nothing yet.
No? Okay. Give me a second, please. Just a second. I think this is the one.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to thank the Canadian Council for the Americas, Alberta, for the invitation and for the opportunity to say a few words. The CCA Alberta has, as Miguel, as you mentioned, has played an important role over the past 25 plus years, almost 30, in connecting Alberta companies with businesses in Latin America and the Caribbean. Events like the Cpa in Latin America really provide some in-depth market intelligence and some excellent networking opportunities for Alberta companies interested in this region.
For 2020, CCA Alberta is working. Well, Mexico, I just want to share this. Brazil, Colombia, and Argentina in the first semester of this year. Just a second. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Let me come back to my, I just want to show this because that was the last event that we organized physically. It was a great event, great audience, great networking. CCA has been an organization that networking is one of the main value that we provide to people, the real contact. And I just want to share with you that. And with that, I'm going to come back with my presentation here. Let's continue here, okay. Well, now I'd like to present the financial statements. Usually this is a function that our treasurer do, but Travis Dupé just, he couldn't, well, he's our official treasurer, but he resigned to the position probably 4 months ago, probably. And due to commitments in work, he's very busy with his new role in a company that is Willow Biosciences that he's running. And well, that's the reason because he's not present. So I'm going to show you the financials here. So we prepare internally our financials, and I'm going to show you here. First, this is a comparison of the revenue that we had in 2019 versus 2020. The first one is, the first line of the first row is our total revenue. The orange part is the 2019 revenue, and the green one is the 2020 revenue. We have a decline in revenue, and obviously, basically, it's because the pandemic, I think. I'm going to show you later the comparison in another format. Well, you can see here, basically, here you can see the sponsorships. We did not bad in sponsorships. We had 8,000 in 2019, and in 2020, we increased our sponsor, and thanks to SMPS Legal, basically, that they were very supportive of this Cpa series. Our memberships, they were down a little bit regarding to 2020. And our events, in our events, I think we can see a great decline, right? We had 19,000, almost 20,000 in 2019, and we were down to 9,000, almost 10,000. There are 9,000 here in loss of revenue in 2020. That is very close to the total revenue. I think mainly the events is something that create the draw basically in the revenue. Okay, I'm going to show you later another statement. This is a comparison as well of the expenditures that we have basically as well. This is the green part is the 2020. The 2019 is the orange part here. We also have a reduction in expenses. Obviously, we didn't have all the expenses that we usually have with events like venue, equipment, and everything, because most of the events that we did in the last part of the last semester, it was online basically. There is no cost associated, just the Zoom cost that we are paying, but it's very minimum. Administration costs, basically we have 0 in 2019, and the administration, basically these are the fees that are paid to myself basically for running the organization, fees for administration, and yeah, this is the reason, because it's this amount here. Office expenses, they are very relative, very similar in 2 years, for 28,577 in 2019. The website maintenance, as you can see, in 2020, we have $4,055. We went up a little bit, and the main reason is because we upgrade the website, and there is we pay some fees to upgrade the website. We have a new website, it was more optimized in the back and also more aesthetic in the front. So that's the main reason, the jump here in expenses with website. Insurance is very similar. So we are paying every year this amount for insurance, $1,500 around. The scholarship, we pay this $1,050. It's a scholarship that we paid to the University of Calgary. In fact, this scholarship, it was due the last year. We didn't pay 2019. We paid this scholarship in 2020. This is the reason, because we have zero expense in 2019, and we have this expense right now in 2020. And the final here is the bank charges. So we have a, yeah, it's very similar. Basically, these charges are all the commissions that are taken from the Wild Apricot and PayPal. When we take payments online, they charge some commission for this. So it's around 2 or 3% of every payment that we receive online. And yeah, this is, and I'm going to show you the financials. Well, I want to show you this. This is important. This is the cash position of the organization. I just made a comparison. If you see the end of 2019, we closed with a cash flow at the end of the year of $37,385. And for 2020, our cash at the end of the year, it was $35,000. So we didn't, even with the pandemic, I think we closed the year very strong with a very, very solid cash position. If you remember, 3 years ago, we were probably around $6,000, $5,000, but right now we're in a more stronger, better position. So let me show you, I want to show you the financials. I think I have it here. Let me see. I think I need to stop sharing, and here they are. This is our official financials. We prepare the financial statements. And yeah, this is the same information that I showed you before. So our cash here is this, this amount, or account receivable. They are basically cover most of this amount. Is cover or prepay expenses that basically is our Wild Apricot, that subscription that we have yearly, and we are just putting some amount every year to the expenses. So we have unrestricted assets of almost $38,000 here. I prepare the statements, and we sign the statements. Karen took a look at the statements as well, and Guillermo and Franklin, I'm going to show you later. They review the statements as well. This is the statement of operations, basically our income statement as well. It's the same information that I show you later, just in more an accounting format here. As I mentioned, our events revenue, it was a big draw here from 19,000 in 2019 to 9,000, almost 10,000 here in 2020. Memberships, we were up a little bit, $4,000 in 2020. And sponsorships, we grow in sponsorship as well a little bit. And yeah, so event expenses, as I mentioned, obviously we had less cost for expenses in equipment and everything. So all this information is the same that I presented to you before. So as you can see here, in 2019, we have a positive revenue of $7,313. And in 2020, we have a loss of $4,607. And this is because we lost revenue. I think that my main explanation here, obviously, we lost revenue from our main event of the year usually is the Breakfast of the Americas. We have the main of the sponsors for that event. And this year it was a free event. It was an online event. And I think it was the main reason because we have this loss. The cash flow, this is just how I explained before this, but it's just the accounting presentation of this. So, and here we have the review. This is a paper that we do every year. So our bylaws ask us basically to have 2 members of the organization to review the statements. So we did this exercise with Karen, myself, Franklin, and Guillermo. We did it online, basically. We use Zoom. And I basically just present all the information, all the details, the QuickBooks account, basically they took a look in all the details of the accounting, and just to be sure that the statements are reasonable. And this is basically what we present as well as instead, this is not a formal audit, just is a review by members of the organization. And yeah, this is our statement. So I don't know if you have any questions regarding the statements or my report until now. Okay, if there is no questions, I would like to ask for a motion to approve the financial statements as they are. Yeah.
Motion.
Marisabel, okay. And somebody to second?
I'll second it, Barry.
Thank you, Barry. Excellent. Everybody in favor? All in favor, just raise your hand. Perfect. Thank you very much, everybody. So, okay, thank you very much. Let me just stop sharing here. Well, okay, let me come back to my presentation and see what is next here. Let me just come back to the presentation and share it. Well, with that, I would like to not all of the directors are here with us today, but some of you are here with us today. You already introduced yourself. I just want to show here, we have a great group of board of directors. Everybody basically is renewing the commitment for CCA for the next year. So I just talked to Benigno Rojas Moreno with the government of Alberta, that all of you know. He's celebrating his 37th anniversary or something like that. He's having a dinner with his wife today. So we have Carlos Solórzano that is with us today. We have Damaris Zampini with su strategy that she's in Portugal. It's like 3 in the morning right now. So she cannot join us, but Guillermo Muñoz, he is formerly with the Stantec, and right now he's running his own company in some very important projects with artificial intelligence. We've had Franklin Asprilla that he's here with us as well. Karen, that you met as well here, that is with us, with Rainmaker Global Business Development. Carl Bauer with Snoopco, that is also with us today. Marisabel Pereira, that is with us as well here, with reliability risk management and new projects that you are working with as well. And Michael Burak with Languages in Motion, that is with us today as well, and myself as well. So, and with that, I would like all the board, as I mentioned, is basically willing to renew for the next year. And we have a nomination. We put the call for nominations and we received 1 nomination. So I would like to take this moment basically to ask Roger Machado just to introduce yourself and just to provide, just why would you like to be a board member here? So.
Well, thank you, Miguel. I was telling Miguel when I saw the email with the nomination that I really admire the work done by the CCA Alberta, and I see value in what you do, right? There's value for the companies and also the people, the networking opportunities that we have through CCA. And, you know, it's a high caliber board for sure, right? Very diverse. And I was telling Miguel, you know, my experience, I'm originally from Brazil, and I have had international assignments in Mexico, in Venezuela, and of course in Brazil as well. So I have more than 11 years exposure in Latin America in the oil and gas industry. So I'm an environmental engineer by, I graduated from Universidade Federal de Itajubá in Brazil, but I joined Schlumberger right after my graduation. So I went to Mexico and then the United States as well, then Brazil, Venezuela, and Canada. So nowadays I'm with Endurance Technologists, and Latin America is one of the territories I cover, right? So I was telling Miguel that, like I said, right, I admire the work you do, and you know, I was willing to help. I think that my background as an engineer, and also, you know, from Brazil, I speak Portuguese, have a good network in Brazil as well. Maybe it could be a good addition to the team, right? And mentioned to Miguel as well that I'm doing my MBA at the University of Calgary right now, and I'm very interested in finance and business data analytics. So you know, I could help in the treasury part that you know, Miguel was asking if I have any experience. I don't have experience per se, but you know, I'm dedicating and studying for that in the university. So I'm happy to help for sure. So with that, I think that's basically the reasons I would be really honored to be part of this fantastic board. I think it's a great group of people there, and I think you do a great job on organizing those events, and I've enjoyed it. I've been a member for nearly 2 years now. So I guess with that, Miguel, in a nutshell, is the reason I would really be honored and appreciate if I had an opportunity to join this excellent group for sure.
Excellent. Thank you, Roger. And also just to add that Roger works with Endurance Technologies. That Endurance has been a CCA member for many years, basically. So, and with that, so I just, I don't know exactly what to do it online, but I think I would like to ask a motion basically to accept the nomination of Roger and basically to incorporate him as part of the board of directors. Yeah, I don't know if somebody wants to add, somebody that knows Roger. I think most of you know Roger, but I'd like to ask somebody to move that motion. Anybody?
I'll move to
Second.
accept. Yeah.
Then I'll
Who was
second.
that? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll move to bring in Roger into the board. Sounds great.
Yes.
Who move it? It's Michael.
Yeah, that's Michael.
Somebody to second.
Patrick, second.
Excellent. Perfect. Everybody in favor? Just raise your hand, please. Awesome. Thank you very much. Who is with the screen? I assuming that you are voting. Anyway, well, I think congratulations, Roger. I think you want to welcome to the CCA, and we are going to have our next meeting. We're going to announce the next meeting that we're going to have a conversation with all the board members, and we can discuss the financial position as well, because yeah, we need a treasurer. We need to have a person that is in charge of the treasury. And well, no, we're very happy. And with that as well, I want to ask to move a motion to approve the new board of directors, that is all the previous members plus Roger, that is the new board of directors for the next year. So if somebody wants to move that motion, please.
Nelly.
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 Perfecto. Somebody to second?
I'll second Miguel.
Carl, okay. Perfect. Well, we have a board for next year. Yes. Well, no, thank you very much for being part of the group. And let me share my screen here. I still have. I want to bore you so much, and I don't want to talk more. But let me just pass to the next item here. What is next? Basically, we have discussed with the boards, we have monthly meetings, and we are discussing right now for next year. Obviously, we are adapting, right? It has been a challenging year for everybody, right? Everybody's adapting as individuals. We are adapting as organization as well. And I think there is, I see a great opportunity for CCA. I think the future is for all of us, right? So we are right now experiencing these challenges and the pandemic right now and all the announcements of the government. But I think in the long term, I think there is a great opportunity for ourselves, for organization. The challenge right now is just to be creative and just to start to think about what is next, right? So right now, what we are thinking is just to continue with these ¿Qué pasa? Series programs. We want to continue that. We are planning to do Peru, for example, Ecuador, Chile, and some program in Central America as well and south of Mexico. This is what we are working right now. We are talking about also to start a series, a conversation series with CCA corporate members and special guests. So we want to encourage right now to, the idea basically is that we have a conversation with our corporate members because we want to showcase what they are doing. It could be a conversation in any topic that is relevant to the member, because we understand that right now it has been a challenge for all the businesses, and at least have this opportunity to have a conversation, I think is very important and relevant. So we are very open for all of you that want to participate and be part of this. The only requirement is to be a corporate member. So the membership for corporate members is $500 per year. And yeah, this is an opportunity to make a presentation about any topic. It's not a sales speech. We are not looking for sales, something, but just a conversation about the future, about how your company is adapting, or what kind of opportunities do you see, what kind of partnerships you are looking for, or anything that is business related that is going to help our members basically to have more exposure. So we are working on that. I think we need to start planning our next, I'm going to call it Conference of the Americas. We haven't discussed with the board yet the details, but I think we have a great opportunity. Probably is going to be online. I don't think the restrictions are going to be gone by June, but probably we can do a very strong conference online for next year. We are going to discuss with the board this. And also another item that we are working right now is Go to Latin America Accelerator Program. We want to go further a little bit in the way that we help our members. So we want to help companies to really go to the next level, really go up a step forward and just push a little bit the effort that companies are doing to go to Latin America. So we are working, probably we are going to be working with some strategic partners that are going to help us to deliver the program. So we are finalizing those details. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for our members and just try to move forward in this. And yeah, so with that, I want to open, I leave in blank this because I don't want to talk anymore. And I would like to hear from everybody. How do you see, what are your priorities and how do you see opportunities that we can discuss? And we can just leave it very open for discussion at this point. So. And everybody is welcome to join the conversation.
Well, I hate to keep bringing it back to the COVID, but our biggest challenges that we are facing right now is literally getting the communication is fine with Zoom and Teams and Blue Jeans and all those sorts of things. We have our second set of operations in Latin America, so we're still trying to negotiate and go through all the mazes of getting people and equipment into countries. And as you can well appreciate, even by the announcement today, things change so dramatically that it's hard for us even to put it into our CapEx for negotiating even prices. So I know there's people on the board that we've spoken with very candidly, and some of them we're doing business together with. And we try to set up things like 2 or 3 months in advance. And okay, now all of a sudden the flights change. We need different permits. The currency is fluctuating very rapidly. And then the communities we're working with, sometimes they're really appreciative of us bringing work to the community, and others are a little more guarded, thinking that we're taking work away when actually we're augmenting it. So the challenges have just become laser focused because everyone is sequestered, I guess. And I definitely look to this board and this group for all the help and advice, and many of you have been great with it. But those are definitely the challenges we have. We're currently have our second batch of crews in Colombia right now, and other opportunities with some of the members here that we're negotiating or discussing. So that's the biggest challenge right now is literally navigating some of those issues, and our government officials have been very good in helping us as well. I don't know if any of them are on the line today, but really appreciate all the extra work that they're trying to do and help.
Absolutely. Karen, you want to share something?
I think it's going to be important. I know this has come up in numerous meetings in the past in this environment of COVID, that we've been really effective at delivering virtual events, and it's time to start charging for them. And as much as we've been sort of generous with our offerings, I think now we have to start thinking about a revenue stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can just share a little interjection on that note. We have participated in a couple of virtual type conventions as they were, and we're trying to target the ones that we know we have the audience that will warrant the capital expenditure to go ahead. So the benefits on our side is we don't have to spend a huge amount sending people on flights and hotels and resources to actually physically be at some of these events, which is very expensive. On the other side, some of them are not, if they know they've got a really good target audience and they can prove it. The one that I just turned down, was trying to negotiate, was for the Mediterranean, and they wanted 6,000 pounds for a 30-minute segment. And that's just a little bit too dear for a virtual type session. So just to give you a scope, that's how high some of these things go, but they're trying to lobby the fact that they're saving you, 10 or 20,000 without sending a delegation to the convention and trying to make up the capital that way. I think that's an extreme case, but it's a recent one, and I just wanted to share with our team here. So,
thank you, Carl. Any other feedback?
Miguel, I have just attended a trade show in Brazil, and they offered business, B2B meetings, a round of B2B meetings. And basically, they lined up some operators. Well, it's the oil industry, right? But they lined up some operators and service providers. And basically, you had like a small portfolio, right? A quick bubble, of what your company does. And then the operators chose the ones they want to talk to. And we had the meeting through Zoom. So, they can set up those breakout rooms, right? I think you're going to do that tonight, in fact, right? And it worked really well, and they charged for that. Maybe it's an idea, right, for like Canadian companies willing to talk to operators in Latin America, right? Or something like that. Maybe this is something we could monetize since we have good connections there with the industry. Just an idea, right?
Excellent, excellent, Roger. Yes, absolutely. Who else want to share something before we go to the surprise, because I want to give a Christmas surprise here. Carlo, you want to share your experience right now with the Canada West Foundation? How are you adapting, and how do you see the future? I know that you are very active in different fronts. You are there.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me pull my screen back up. Yeah, so, you know, on our end, we face the same issue in terms of moving events online. We don't have the finance issue, though we're a public education charity and a nonprofit. So we're really not supposed to be charging for events. But, you know, thinking for CCAA, one of the issues going forward for business will be adaptation to the permanent changes to business in the post-COVID environment. So if you think back to September the 11th, we had a shock to the economic system, to the normal business system. That shock resulted in permanent changes to the way we travel and the way we conduct business. I think we're going to be seeing something similar with the way we do business in Latin America. So there may be a role for CCAA to focus concerns of business, and we've heard a couple on the call already, focus concerns of business to governments about what business needs in the post-COVID environment. So responding to changes in travel regulations, new procedures and new costs to business going forward. We're seeing this in the work on North American integration, thinking about the permanent changes to movement of people and movement of goods across the two borders in North America. So we're already doing a lot of work on the policy front on that. But I haven't heard anyone talking about how we deal with these changes in other markets. So there may be a role for CCAA to be the focal point for gathering that information and informing policy, lobbying the government, but also informing business about these changes. You can talk to Benigno and see if they'll be doing this, but you know, the government of Alberta is cutting back. There's severe budget cuts and severe capacity cuts coming to government at the provincial levels. So there may be a role for CCAA to step in and do something there.
Excellent, excellent, Carlos. No, great points for sure. Somebody else want to jump with some ideas, opportunities?
I don't have really much to share, but I have to disconnect, and I just wanted to thank everybody in the CCA for the opportunity to continue being part of the CCA, and thank you all of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Take care.
Thank you, Carlos. Have a great year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Carlos.
You take care.
Bye, Carlos.
Bye.
Excellent, excellent. Well, no, there are different points. I don't want to abuse of the timing as well, because I know that it's late and we have different things. But I think we are going to start discussing, and probably we are going to send more service to or have more conversations with the members. But I think it's really important to understand what is relevant. Everything is changing. We need to adapt. We need to be more creative to provide additional value to members. And I think some of the ideas that you shared today, I think they are very, very relevant. So if you don't mind, I'd like to just start closing. And because we're celebrating Christmas, and it has been a tradition with CCA just to have musical components. So I invite very, very talented musicians to join us and just to share with you and your families if they are around. And with those, we are going to close the presentation. But I have here with us Pat Quiquiani, and Trinidad. They are going to join us in a great presentation, Christmas presentation. And thank you very much, Pat, for accepting the invitation. And
hello, everyone.
And the space is yours, okay? And with this, they are going to be performing around 20 before, by 7:30 they should finish. And with this, we finish the conversation. I wish you a Merry Christmas to everybody. And I look forward to work with you, with all the board. And thank you very much for all your support for CCA and your passion. I know that you are very passionate about, as I am, with CCA Alberta.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, Miguel. Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you, Miguel.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Waiting for Uber Eats to deliver the wine to all of us too, Miguel.
Oh, and if you have your wine, let's drink. I have a
Cheers.
Canada Dry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's take a picture before you go. Just give me a second here. Just a sec. Let's take a picture, okay? Don't go. Just with the cheers. One.
Mauricio left. Where do you go?
Where is Mauricio?
He went for a glass of wine, I guess.
Okay.
There he is.
Mauricio is back. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, Pat and Trinidad, you have the floor, okay?
Thank you very much. And hello, everyone. We are Fibonacci. I'm Pat Quiquiani.
And my name is Jose.
And we are going to play for you some music. We hope you like it.
Thank you.
Pastores de la montaña, hoy del cántico cantar, que en los aires acompaña, que la brisa el murmurar, gloria, in excelsis Deo, in excelsis Deo. Pastores, ¿qué canto es este? La tierra nunca así cantó. En este lugar agreste, por mí un rey Jesús nació. Gloria, in excelsis Deo, gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria cantan en el cielo al niño que nació en Belén. Viene eco de valle en valle, repite una y otra vez. Gloria, in excelsis Deo. In excelsis Deo.
Send the little hands. Beautiful voices. Beautiful voice.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Okay, this next one is a very beautiful song. Well, actually, we like all the songs that we choose this night for you, and hope you like this one, this next one.
Right.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Miguel, for inviting us this beautiful night. We appreciate very much, and because we miss a lot this kind of events, we only can do this now online. And well, this is our life, the music, and we are very happy to be here with you tonight, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Bravo.
Well done. Bravo.
Bravo.
Thank you very much.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Well, I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it plays a lot, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the May you leave the Bible king composing. Hallelujah, 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 well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair and she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outthrew you. And it's not a cry that you hear at night, it's not somebody who sees the light, it's a call, it's a broken hallelujah.
Wow.
Bravo, bravo.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, guys.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much.
Can't hear me, but I'm singing along.
Oh, very nice. That's great. You can sing along with us with this one. Next one. It's going to be in Spanish, but you can sing it in English.
Noche de
Wow. Beautiful.
Hey, boys,
Thank
good
you.
job, guys.
Thank you very much. Okay, with this next one, we say good night to you. Well, we hope you enjoy the music, enjoy this time together, and we want to say to you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and well, congratulations and thank you so much again. Thank you so much, Miguel, for inviting us. You're there, Miguel.
No, thank you very much to you guys. You are lovely, and just for everybody that know, they are open also for if you want to hire for an event or something.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
consider Pat and Jose Trinidad. Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah, if you want, you need music for some kind of event, you can contact us, and well, we can play for you. Okay.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good job, guys.
Bravo.
Very good.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Buenas noches a todos. Muchas gracias, Pat y José Trinidad. Y gracias a todos. Thank you very much. Y have an excellent Christmas and an excellent 2021 with new. We are going to rock 2021 for sure.
Exactly.
Bye.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Miguel.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz
Christmas,
Navidad.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.
Christmas.
Bye.
Bye, Merry
Thank you so much,
Christmas.
Miguel.
Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Y a guardarse, a guardarse.
Be safe.
Be safe. Bye.